Today I'm going to do a smoky brown bronzy eye look. You can see the look here, the finished look. It's very dramatic, it's very glam, it's very like Kardashian-esque, but it's a fun look and it's kind of like a nice little change up from like the traditional like smoky black look. I love brown. The color brown is like one of my favorite colors to work with in terms of makeup and eye shades. And it's perfect for fall right now, just to do like a smoky brown look and then save that smoky like charcoal black look for like more of a New Year's Eve occasion. So try it out. Stay tuned to see how I got this look, and thank you for tuning in. Start by priming your eye. I'm using the NYX High Definition Eyeshadow Base. And a little of this is really all you need. Any excess will just make your eyelid overly greasy, and it really will counteract what it's meant to be used for, which is just to help your eyeshadow adhere better and to bring out color pigmentation. So you want to make sure that you get underneath your eye too. Just a little bit there. While that's kind of drying and setting, I always like to apply my Bright Eyed eye brightener from Coastal Scents. This is in the light shade. And just a little teeny weeny bit is all you need. You really don't need a lot of this stuff. A little will take you a long way. I just like to dot that into the under eye circle area and just kind of like dab it out with my finger. And I find this works wonders in making my eyes look more awake and refreshed. And for an eye base, I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Yogurt. And I'm just going to kind of like dot a little bit all along my eye lid there. In my inner tear duct. And underneath the eye as well. And then just blend it out with your finger. And the colors that we're working with today are going to be from the Coastal Scents Middle Mania palette, the 88 palette. And this is a really pretty palette for like really rich colors. So anytime I do like a rich, like smoky eye look, I really like to use this palette. And I find that for this tutorial, the browns and like the bronze colors, this is like the perfect palette to work from. The color that we're going to start with is 1, 2, 3 rows in. And the third color up right here, this like bronzy, like kind of like a burnished bronze brown color. And the brush that I'm starting out with is just like a big fluffy crease brush. This is a Princeton Select blender. This is my favorite crease brush. To learn more about this, just check out my video that I did on my picks for makeup brushes from the art store, and you'll learn a little bit more about this one. So I'm going to just take a little bit of that color. This is super pigmented, so a little bit really, truly goes a long way. And then I'm just going to kind of like buff that into the crease area. Now using like a general just application shader brush. This one is, I really have no idea where it's from. I got this from a makeup trade show. Just from like a random makeup brush booth. And then I'm going to take the color that is the second row in, the second one up, right here. Again, it's a very similar color to the one that we just used. I think it may be just a shade, just like a shade darker. It's really not that much of a different color. Just like slightly different hue. Okay. And just pack that on your lid.
It's eight. So
okay, I'm going to take a small, this is like a super tiny little definition brush that I got from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to take this same color that we just used. And I'm going to get that on that little brush there. And this color I'm just going to do along my lower lash line to kind of smoke out the area down there. This brush is amazing for like kind of like little tiny detail work like that. It like literally is so precise and puts the color exactly where you want it. Okay. Going back with my fluffy crease brush, I'm now going to move on to the other side of the palette. See, in the last row there, it's the second one down. It's like a really true, like coppery bronze color. And I'm just going to pick that up on that fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to start, I'm going to sweep this kind of like into the crease, starting with the outer corner and working my way in. And do a little bit on the outer corner of the eyelid. But really this is just to give it like a really pretty like rusty, like kind of like a bronzy effect. So it's not so heavy and brown. It kind of like brightens it up. It really provides a very pretty like three-dimensional look also. Okay, taking another small detail brush. This is a little bit bigger than that other one that we used. Again, this is a brush that I picked up at a trade show, so I really can't give you too much information on where I got this one. But I like using this for small detail work on the outer corner, like the outer V of my eye. And then for this, I'm going to take, it's the black looking, like kind of like a cosmic black looking shadow in the palette. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's right there. And this is just like a black with like kind of like gold flecks of glitter in it. So it's really pretty. I'm going to use this to intensify the eye on the outer V.
Mother, can you open this? Can you open this?
It just kind of like darkens up the edges a little bit. Okay, and then the last step in terms of shadow is I just have to go ahead and highlight. And for that, I'm going to be using the second row in. It's the top shadow. It's like not quite as like frosty white as this one. It's more of like a vanilla frost. And then I'm using the big fluffy blending brush from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to pick up that color and just sweep it along the top of my brow bone and kind of down like slightly into that color just to maybe like lighten up the edges and help the two colors blend in together. So it's not like such a harsh transition. It kind of gives it more of like a gradient effect. And I'm also going to use that on the inner tear duct as well. This is the Duo brush from Coastal Scents that has a, kind of like a shader, like applicator end, and then a little tiny crease end. If you've watched my makeup tutorials in the past, you'll know that this is definitely one of my favorites of like all time. I'm like kind of obsessed with this brush. And that's it for shadow. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line my eyes, and for that I'm going to be using the Essence K-Gel Pencil in Teddy. It's kind of like a chocolate brown, but it has like a little bit of a shimmery, bronzy effect, so I find it perfect for this look. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line the top line and the waterline. And get that as close to the upper lash line as you possibly can. This is definitely a look that I recommend doing before your foundation routine. I actually went ahead and did all of my foundation for the sake of the tutorial, but if I was just doing this like on my own without filming a video, I would definitely be doing this before my foundation, because you're gonna get a lot of fallout and a lot of that like brown, like glittery, like stuff is gonna fall like right in this area and kind of give you like a black eye effect. However, it's not the end of the world if you did do it, your foundation before the eye makeup. All I pretty much do to fix that is I just take a big powder brush or big fluffy blush brush and I sweep it away. And then after you use the brush, just take a little teeny weeny bit more of the eye brightener. Take a little bit more of that eye brightener there and just put that underneath your eye. And that kind of takes care of that like kind of like a fallout mess that you just had. Kind of like erases all that. Okay, and then the very last step is to finish your eye look with a few coats of mascara. I like using a very thick, like volumizing, plumping mascara. I like that big, thick, dark, plush lash look. So for that, I'm using the L'Oreal Volumizing, Collagen Mascara. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It's just in, and this is just in black.
Mama could pink brown. Mama.
And I really like the brush on this. It's really fat and thick, so it kind of helps you really get those plump lashes that you're looking for. And that's it. That's my brown, bronzy, smoky-eyed look. You can see it really didn't take me too long to do. Most of the products I used are relatively inexpensive. Well, pretty much all of them were pretty much inexpensive. I don't really use anything that's like out of this world crazy expensive anyway. So you can see it's very like glam, very like nighttime Kim Kardashian-esque, just very dramatic. And it's a really fun look to wear going out to dinner, going out to a bar. I don't know if I would necessarily wear this dancing because I would be too scared that it would all be like down here by the end of the night. However, you know, it's your preference. Take it wherever you want to go with it. Okay, I hope this tutorial was easy for you to follow. Please leave your feedback below. And subscribing is always greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you can even know. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.